Good morning, everybody. I'm Sarah, the Real Simple Mama. You are in my kitchen for right now, and I have a review video based on the RainPoint Complete Watering System. This is a system that we were given to use. We've been using it for a few days, and so we're going to walk you through all of the different products, how to set it up, and what we really think about the RainPoint system. Good morning, everybody. So again, welcome to my kitchen. We're going to start in here talking about the hub. So this is a RainPoint system. RainPoint is the brand, and this is their ultimate watering system. It is a really thorough system that has other pieces that you can purchase to add in. So we are going to be reviewing multiple products, and so this video is going to be a couple of different video clips going around our property, showing you everything in action. But even though this is a product that I was given to review, you can trust that I'm always going to be honest. So we're going to start in here so I can show you this part of the product, which is called the hub. And this is a Wi-Fi screen that shows you everything like you can see from weather and humidity and all kinds of things. While we're here, I'm going to just give you some generic info about the app and about setup. The very last clip on my video here will show you the app. We'll do a screen recording of the app so you can see how you can toggle on different settings and run different products from your phone. So the RainPoint watering system, the products that we got to review are this hub, as well as a 2-zone water timer. So think about putting it on your spigot, and you can have 2 different hoses connected to it like a splitter, and you can run each of those separately. The other product that we have to review that we'll show you is a water flow meter, which talks to your phone. It talks to the app and tells you how much water that spigot has been using. So let's start here on the hub. The things that we like initially, first of all, I'm gonna change my angle here. This is just a really good looking screen. It's a cool piece to have in the kitchen. Those of you who have been fans of Real Simple Mama for a while, you remember I had an indoor-outdoor thermometer for years that I used with my backyard chickens. This obviously is an updated screen. It's really nice. The complaint that I have about it initially is that there is a touch brightness at the top that I've hit accidentally like 12 times, but otherwise this is a really great screen. I will say one of the things I like best about this RainPoint system is, as you can see right on here, it does have a 5-year warranty and then a 180-day exchange or return plan, which I think is fantastic. So what you're going to look at is you've got like your outdoor temperatures, the time, the date, all of those good things. We did get a little bit of rain in the night, so it was telling us that. And then if you can see up here on the top where it says the Smart Garden Zone is going to run on this date. And the last time we used it, we used 7.1 gallons. If I flip over to zone 2, that's what's going on with zone 2. So it's really nice at a glance for you to see how much water you're using. Now this zone 1 and zone 2 are both on the same RainPoint product outside. It is the 2-zone timer. So that's coming from the same spigot. And we have that split to soaker hoses for our foundation of our home. And then the other splitter is the sprinklers for the front yard. So if I hit the zone button again, now it's going to continue to rotate between those two things, and it'll keep flipping and show you the last usage. Now, of course, it's not going to accumulate the usage over time. That's just the last time that it ran. The other buttons that you see up here on the top before we move on to something else, this is how you set up the Wi-Fi with this button. The button on the far right is for the moisture or the rain sensors. We don't have any of those products yet, but you can add them in. I will also say, before we jump to our next clip, this is the quick start guide for how you set up the hub and you get it to connect to any of the products that you've got. So far we're pretty happy with it. It's not a perfect system by any means, but this screen is really nice. It's nice to see how much water we're using and to make sure we're doing okay there. So now let's go outside. All right, here we are. This is the 2-zone water timer. Can you feel the heat out here? I'm like cooking in this little corner. So here's what we have set up. This is the main spigot, right? This is currently off because it's perpendicular. This is just a water hose. This is the RainPoint, the 2-zone timer. Now, I really, really like this product. It's super simple. It's super easy to use. This is our sprinklers, and this is our foundation hose. If you want to run it on a timer, you can run it on a timer with the app, with the hub, right? If you want to run it manually, like you're outside and you just need to run it for 2 minutes, it's that easy. And there it goes. So this is our sprinklers. It's going to run our sprinklers. And then just like that. Like, this product is really, really nice. It's clean looking, it's super easy, it's simple. My kids help with watering and stuff, so this is easy for them to use. Now, I want to show you something else. Since this is our foundation hoses, my husband did add a little extra guide here so that we can control the water pressure. This is something we haven't set up yet, but I need to give RainPoint credit. So you see how this one's leaking? That's not RainPoint's fault, that's our connector's fault. RainPoint did send Teflon tape with their products, and I forgot to mention that or have it out earlier. So as you can see, we need to use some of that Teflon tape in case you have a connection that's not sitting perfectly. You can wrap it in Teflon tape, which they did include, and I really appreciate that. So there you go. This is manual on and off. Again, this is their 2-zone timer. I have the main spigot, it stays on. This, as you can see, it's on 100%. And then for more control, we added a splitter and a little pressure control right there. But this 2-zone timer, I have no complaints about this at all. I think it's great. It's clean. It's really helping us out a lot because we do a lot of manual watering with a hose, plus the sprinklers, plus the foundation hoses. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. So while this looks a little mad scientist, I have no complaints about this product at all. And I won't show you, but if I was to run back into the app, or run back on, look on my screen on that hub, it'll now have last usage and it'll have that amount updated so you can see how much water you use each time you use each of their products. All right, and welcome back. Now we are at our other spigot in the backyard. This is what I use for my backyard chickens, for all of my garden plants here in the back. Whew, and it's really, really hot. So let me show you quickly. Now, the Ace Hardware splitter that I've got that I'm showing you right here is not a smart splitter. We've had it for a long time. It works just fine. You can see it's going through all of our programs. I do have misters set up for my backyard chickens, so it's showing all that. But that one doesn't connect to an app. It doesn't have Wi-Fi. It's not smart, if that makes sense. It's just a timer and a splitter. So what I'm going to do I show you, ta-da, here's the flow meter. So the flow meter is going to be really great for showing you how much you've been using over time. It can help you with water efficiency. It can help you with planning out your water bills, or, you know, anything that you want to do with this information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle through. This is zone 2. So I'm going to hit manual, zone 2, and I'm just going to run it for a couple minutes. Now my husband is off camera and he's going to, there you go. We need more Teflon tape here, right? And a roll of Teflon tape came with each one. So now you can see in real time, it's showing us how many gallons we're using. So we're at 1/3 of a gallon right now. And there you go. This information shows up in real time on your app. Now the flow meter is not going to show on the hub. It will not show on that iPad looking screen that we've got. It will show in the app, and then you can see, okay, the last time you ran the flow meter, this is how much water you used, as well as over time, like all time, this is how much water you've used. So the flow meter is really great. Of course, I love the 2-zone timer. I think it's fantastic. As you can see, we need to put the Teflon tape here, but now you can see we've used, wait for it, now we're at 2 gallons. So I'm going to shut this off. Hello, welcome to my phone. So let me show you what the app looks like. Overall, I think the app is really, really great. I do appreciate this with RainPoint. I feel like it looks nice. It's done professionally. Now, I will say if you are first setting up your devices, let's say you get your hub and everything out of the box, as you're following the app instructions, some of the pictures don't necessarily line up with your products. So RainPoint, I'm hoping that you will update the setup process when you're going through the app so that the photos, the pictures are accurate of the devices that you currently have. But we were still able to figure it out just fine. So the first thing you're going to want to do after you've ordered your RainPoint products is you want to go through the app process first before you, before you start turning on devices or putting in batteries or doing any of that stuff. You go through the app first. So I've already done the boring stuff of creating the account and all of those kinds of things. So you can see up at the top, there's my account. You can have multiple people and multiple owners on the same account. So my husband and I are both owners, which means we both have the authority to create and add devices, to change names, to do all of that kind of stuff. So that's another thing that I really like about the app, is that we can both be on here. So you can see this is how we have all of our devices set up right now. The display hub is the first product that's listed. And then our 2-zone timer, you see there's the same picture icon for sprinklers number 1 and soaker hoses number 2. And then there's the flow meter. Now, one thing you'll remember from my previous video, the clip right before this, is that the flow meter only will work, or you can only see that information. Either that current event is out on the flow meter screen, or you can see it here on the app. The flow meter does not show up on that display hub. So you can see all of these things here. If I click in, this is our sprinklers. The last usage, which we did just for a test for you guys, was that it just ran about half a gallon. You can set up your program. If you see down at the bottom for a plan, you can see there is our plan. You can click on a rain delay if you got rain. Now, I will say they do sell rain sensors. We didn't get one with this video, but I really, really want to get their rain sensors because that would be really nice to not waste water. Another thing that's really nice about the app or about the functionality of these products, if you look down at the bottom of my screen, there's the irrigation option, which that's just going to run it. If you want to do this manually real quick, you're like, oh man, my grass looks terrible. I'm going to run it real quick when I'm out the door. Remember, you can go push the button on the zone timer itself, or you can do it here in the app. And this is just a one-time manual thing. Or the mist option is really nice because what it's going to do, if you see down at the bottom, mist mode, and it says mist time on for 10 seconds and then off for 30 seconds. That's if you want like a mist effect. Either you actually have a mister set on there, or you only want it to be like, I just want things to get kind of wet. This is really great if you have misters set up. Hello, backyard chicken people. If you have misters set up, that will help you not use so much water because you're not trying to water anything. You're not trying to soak anything. You just want to get the ground a little wet, right? So let me jump out of here and I'm going to go back to my main screen. The last thing I wanted to show you on the app, and again, the setup process on here was a little bit convoluted because the pictures weren't right as it was going through the setup, but you would do the app setup first, and then you would, go through the making an account, which is free, the tutorial setup, and then connecting to your Wi-Fi, and then you would set up your hub, and then once your hub is online and it's on Wi-Fi, you would bring your other devices to it. So our flow meter and then the 2-zone timer, bring it up to the hub so that they can connect and start talking to each other, and then you're good to go. The last thing I want to show you, if you want to add more devices later, this is a really quick clip to show you all of the products that RainPoint sells. If you look down towards the end, they have a 4-zone water timer, which we want to get one of those. We also want to get, they have the air quality sensors. They have soil sensors, so you can test like the pH or the moisture of your soil. And then they have the rain sensor, which will automatically shut off your programs, like your sprinkler programs, if it can tell that you got rain. So that would really help. I am really big on automation for things for my chickens and for my plants because we have a life, to be honest. We both work full time. My husband travels for work sometimes. The kids are in school. So while we love our plants and we love, having chickens and all of the greenery and everything like that, it's great to have systems that work and that are in place. So thank you again, RainPoint, for sending me these products. We are overall really happy with them. We do see some improvements that you can make that we listed here, but feel free to drop down in the comments if you guys have used a system like this and what you think. Thanks so much for watching.